This is Monster Train with the last Divinity DLC installed. It is now called Monster Train First Class on the Cross Media Bar or the PlayStation homepage. First, before I get into one of my long-winded improvised reviews, let me just say two things. If you're looking for certain trophies, most of them that are earned, when I share the video clip, you can see the seed that I used to get that trophy up in the top right. Some of them I did earn on my own, other ones I just was ready to be done. So I looked up a good seed on Reddit or on even Xbox Achievements website. Second, let's start the review. First off, I do not like the theme. I bought this game simply because of trains, as goofy as that sounds, but I also bought it because of deck builders. But I do not like the theme of heaven and hell. It is not the biblical heaven and hell, it is a fantasy heaven and hell, but still, the theme, not for me. But the gameplay is very fun. I love deck builders, I really like roguelikes, and I like trains, so yeah. There's about as much train as you get, though. It's just that symbol following this track, and then you get into battles, which we'll get into in a little bit. But you start a run. You always start a run with picking a clan, a primary clan, and then a secondary clan. Your primary clan is going to have a champion, and when you start off your run, you can choose one of the two available options to upgrade your champion right off the bat. They will do just different things. Like, my favorite is the Melted Remnant, I believe is what they're called. They're my favorite and don't even know their name. But they're all about dying and then coming back stronger, or getting real powerful moves in before the unit burns out, which I like. So that's my playstyle. For example, I would choose this one here, which is Reform. Return a defeated friendly unit to your hand, apply +5 attack, +5 health, and make it cost 0 energy and burn out 1, which means at the end of one turn, that creature will die. And then the next time it would happen, if it's reformed again, those all stack. So I just really like this playstyle. And then your secondary clan is just complementary. It'll provide cards from that clan's deck pool, and you can mix and match. Then there's also, if you've played Slay the Spire, these will be familiar. They're called artifacts. I believe they're relics in Slay the Spire. But they add a boost or detriment or something to your run, and you can accumulate those as you play. Like, friendly units gain Extinguish, apply armor 5. Extinguish triggers on death. So I would take that because, as the candle guys, I like to die. Then there's other things you can do, which is you can push towards a last boss after the last boss. So you can take risk reward type bonuses here, like this one. I can choose an extra artifact, and then now I have these little, up in the top left there, it says 15 of 100. If I break 100 of those, I fight the actual true last boss. Then anyway, after you make your choices, you go to a battle. I have it set to max speed, so this is hopefully going to go quick. But you also have the option in battle to take a trial, which is a temporary bonus, or a temporary for this battle only bonus to the enemies, and you'll get a special reward, like in this case, another unit. So I would activate that. And then in this game, you have not one, but 3 layers of your train to protect and guard or whatever. So this guy, since he's all about reforming units, I want to get units out fast, and I want them to die and come back stronger. So you can set up your units on any of the levels. Up in the top left of each level is the pips indicating the occupied space on that level. So these train stewards take up 2 spaces. Then, in addition to units, you also have spells, which, this one here, pretty simple, do 2 damage. Most units have a attack rating and a health rating. There can be other things like armor or things called spikes, which is damage back to an attacker, etc. There's just different statuses and abilities that each unit may have. And you play it out, and the enemy is trying to get his units that go usually up one floor at a time to your pyre to reduce it to 0 health. If you get this to 0 health, you lose your run. So, see as my guy, he reformed this unit. Now it has burnout 3, 19 attack, 8 health. So it's keep these little wimps going. This army is all about a lot of fast units and putting them out quick and inflicting little amounts of damage here and there, so it all adds up eventually. But then as the battle plays out, you hopefully can stop the enemy from getting to your pyre. This one here, like, it shows that my 2 train stewards will do a total of 10 damage. I will not be able to stop that guy before he gets to the pyre, but that's alright. So, should have let that guy burn out to get reformed, but the pyre itself defends itself. Then, at the end of a battle, a boss will enter, and it'll be the final wave, and he will destroy the floor below him, he'll destroy that floor, then destroy that floor. If he gets to the pyre and your pyre can't kill him, you'll definitely lose. And there is a set of mini-bosses, which is what this guy is. He's a boss, yes, but he's a mini-boss, and at the end of a section, there is a major boss that'll be on the outside of each of the 3 floors, trying to inflict pain upon you while you are trying to survive and take him out. But you can see an X above their health indicates that, yeah, they'll die, so I don't really need to do anything else. Just let the battle play out. There you go. You get your victory, get your point rating, how fast you did it, etc. And then your spoils, which is gold. You get to draft cards for your deck, which I'll take that thing. And then you can pick one from your opposite clan, which I'll just take the armor. And then here's the bonus that I took. Now these gold bordered cards mean I've won a game with them before, so yeah, you can tell that I really like the candle people. So then you continue your run, and you have different paths. You can, before you choose, you can see what each one does. There's strengthening your spells, strengthening your units, and then the option in the middle is bonuses that you can take to alter your run. So if you go to your Merchant of Steel, you can choose different upgrades to apply to your units, and at base, each unit can have 2 upgrades. You can re-roll the upgrades and try for different ones if you'd like. Like, I'll re-roll Multi-Strike. That's one that I really like. So I can give, I'll give her Multi-Strike. Now she'll hit an additional time. Also, quick, not part of the review, but if you touch this guy 20 times and keep clicking on him, you'll get a trophy or an achievement. He tells you to quit it. There you go. And you just keep going. You keep building up your deck, or thinning it and culling it as you see fit, and get to the end of the run. It's all up to you what bonuses you want to try for, what cards you pick and everything. And that is Monster Train in a nutshell. As I said, aside from theme, everything else, I really, really like this game. It's really fun. It's right up my alley. And definitely my play style of games, because I like Slay the Spire. And the reason that I, kind of cheesed a few of these trophies is because the second one is now available, and I wanted to finish this one off, which I hadn't touched it in quite a while, but now I am ready to continue playing and check out the new one. So if you like deck builders, if you like roguelikes, or roguelite, whatever you want to call them, this game may be for you. There's several clans to choose from. There is the demons, there's the underwater. I'm not going to list off their proper names, I'm just trying to count them off. There's the awoken, which are grass types, and there's the Umbra, which I do not like. They're not my playstyle at all. They're all about slow building up and killing your own units to make one stronger and stuff. And then there's the DLC clan, which they're a little rough for me too. I'm not too good at them. There's my candle guys that I like, and again, you can pick two of them to mix and match. You can just mix your decks up, and also each one has unlockable cards that you will unlock as you play, and unlockable champions. So there are 2 champions per clan, and you pick one at the start of your run. So there's plenty to unlock in the game itself. But we'll just show you the end screen here. You can go to the logbook, and it'll show you things like your collection, how many cards you've won with from that clan. There you go. There's all the clan names. Then you can look at your card galleries. You can look at the different upgrades that you have chosen for your champion. You can look at all the artifacts you've unlocked. Clearly there are some that I have not gotten yet. But then there are different... Oh, you can... See, I didn't even know this. I should actually look at this book. You can change card frames. And there are personal scores, win streaks and stuff. I'm embarrassed about some of those. But if you get a little tired of the main game, you can go into challenges. And there's different PvP, soft PvP, player versus player. And then there's the daily challenge and community challenge, this is where you'll go to get most of your trophies if you're having a hard time unlocking them, because that's where you'll enter seeds or create your own, which is a trophy, is creating your own challenge, because you can go in here and you can pretty much make the game as difficult or as easy as you want, and you can force clans upon other people, and the champion, etc. The Covenant rank, which as you win the main game, Covenant ranks unlock, which are more modifiers to your games. There's 25 different levels of them. They alter the difficulty, they alter how many cards you start with, etc. There is plenty to this game, and it has a lot of depth and replayability to it. Another one that I recommend. Thank you for that. There's the trophy. That's a simple way to get it. In my game. You what? Yeah. 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 Yeah.